Why Reilly Opelka's pink tote bag landed him a $10,000 fine. Reilly Opelka has been slapped with a fine of US $10,000 for carrying a pink tote bag at the US Open. Why was it a problem and how did the world number 24 react? When Reilly Opelka walked out on court in the second round of the US Open, what drew attention more than his 6'11" frame was the pink tote bag he was carrying. The American carried the bag instead of usual handbag provided by his racket sponsor. But since the unexpected selection advertised a brand logo bigger than what is permitted, organizers were quick to slap a US $10,000 fine on the world number 24, the biggest fine to be handed out at the tournament so far. So why was Reilly Opelka's pink bag a problem? According to the rules, bag provided by a player's racket manufacturer can advertise the name of two other brands the player is associated with. However, neither commercial identification 4 square inches. The name mentioned on Opelka's tote bag was longer than 4 inches in length and so irked the organizers. The chair umpire had reportedly asked Opelka to cover up the bag when he walked out on court to play against Italian Lorenzo Musetti. The American, however, ignored the umpire's suggestion. What was the brand on the bag? The words Tim Van Larry Gallery were emblazoned on one side of the bag. The gallery is based on Antwerp, Belgium and displays works of emerging or established artists according to its website. The homepage of the gallery has a pink background with the name in black, the same way it was on Opelka's page. Former world number 1 Andy Roddick took to social media to assert that it is the gallery that should pay Opelka's fine for the publicity they were getting at such big event. If I am the company, I pay the fine for him and have take the bag out again for the next match, Roddick tweeted. How did Opelka react to the fine? He called it a joke in the press conference following his third round win against Nicolaj Vasiljevic. The head referee was telling me how you should have come in and had this thing measured. We had the logo specifically made, Opelka said. If we measured it, it was too big. We made the effort to make it smaller. There was a mistake in production. I think because in Europe with the conversion with what was allowed, but I made the effort. I thought it was a bit harsh, a bit excessive. My job is not to measure logos. My job is to win matches. I have bigger things to worry about. You want to take away our prize money the whole time. I guess they are making up for lost ticket sales last year. I love to see it donated elsewhere. We have had a few tragedies here in the States the last couple weeks. If they are going to take 10K from me, it is better not to go to a major corporation. That's my thought. Has individual branding for players been a problem for organizers? Not really. However, considering what happened with Opelka, it is curious that Danish player Holke Run was reprimanded for carrying an IKEA tote bag for his match against Novak Djokovic. The studies company name was clearly marked on the straps and the blue bag he carried with him. It's known if Rune's bag was measured before he walked into Arthur Ashe Stadium. Last year in his second round match at the US Open against India's Sumit Nagal, Dominic Thiem opened up an energy drink can he sponsored by. Organizers quickly asked him if they could take the can off court and pour it on an unmarked cup. Thank you.